Hey everyone, Amite here, and welcome to another episode of Road to Max Damage. Well, not exactly. This is gonna be a different kind of Road to Max Damage episode. It's just since there's no better time than when I am here in Hong Kong to create some friction in the series. I might as well just make this video to keep you informed and prepared for what is there to come, sort of like a buffer episode, I suppose. So yes, as of right now, I am in Hong Kong, and I am currently interning at a radio station, so I work with a lot of audio equipment and studio gear and all that, because they also have a recording studio. So I'm trying to keep things in mind that I have to keep in mind while doing the internship for my own studio sort of stuff. Like I know many times when I record Road to Max Damage, I have my mouth really close to the voice. Sorry, to the mic, so you can really hear certain consonants like s and p, k, and all those sorts of sounds. So by I'm gonna try and keep a distance between the mic because yeah. Anyway, sorry, I got really excited thinking the internship is wonderful. I freaking love it. I'm learning so much, and not having to worry about MapleStory while I do it has given me a lot of focus, and I'm really happy about it. But anyways, onwards with this so-called episode. This episode is to talk about everything that is there to come and what is happening with me and playing MapleStory right now. So what am I doing in MapleStory right now? The biggest thing, if you guys watch Kobe's channel, they announced that there is a new level cap for arcane symbols. So I thought I was going to be very happy that I finished my, Vanishing Journey, my Choo Choo Island symbol, but guess that's not the case. So, and you guys should do this too, I started doing the arcane symbol dailies now, so Choo Choo Party and Vanishing Journey dailies, and I've been starting to make a second set of arcane symbols, so when the patch hits, like, 6 months down the road, I'll already have possibly another level 15 arcane symbol, and then I'll just merge the two together, and hopefully that will be enough to get the new level cap. I can't remember if it's level 25 or if it's level 20, but either way, I hope that will be enough, and if not, I'll just make a third one, and if I make a second max level arcane symbol before the patch even hits, I'll make a third one, and so that way I can just get that straight out of the way and I don't have to worry about it, and I'm doing it in advance so I can focus on other things. And speaking of other things, I am also very, very casually leveling Legion mules. Currently, my Cannoneer is just doing Horntail on a daily basis, and then my Uran is doing Monster Park on a daily basis. Basically, I just thought, well, I'll pick one character to do Horntail, because Horntail is a great source of XP for not too much time, like maybe about 15 minutes of my time to do 2 runs, so that's good. And then Monster Park is also a good source of XP in the level 140 to 160 range. It's around like 50 to 70% XP per run, which is great. So by doing that, I can get a level or 2 every so often, and it's not too physically draining for me. And also by doing that, I'm also getting over the level gate that is some certain areas such as Curling Tower or Omega Sector, and most importantly Future Parian. So that's basically the plan. I'm just going to be doing Horntail on one character, and then once that character hits, say, 180 or something, I'll move on to the next character. And as for Monster Park, I'll probably do until level 150 probably, because that's when I can equip the CRA gear I prepared for certain characters. If you guys don't know, I have a very specific spreadsheet of what equips and what characters to level for Legion. So if you're interested to find out what my specifics are, you can check out in the link in the description below. If it's not there by the time you're watching this, please leave a comment and remind me, because I tend to be very forgetful because I've been really stressed a lot, and now I'm just trying to relax a lot more. But it's hard. Just another thing that I'm doing in that sort of sense is I'm also redeeming my monster collection in MVP silver uh rewards, I guess, sort of like just collecting pension, I guess. Uh, the reason why I really liked buying NX codes over using the Mesa Market is because that you can get some MVP ranks and some nice little bonuses here and there, including the ever so wonderful MVP XP buffs. So basically, I've toned down a lot on mapling. I'm not going on my hero every day to do dailies, then to go make money, then to do legion leveling and grinding and all that stuff. So definitely toned it down. And back to the subject of me and my mental health and stress. It's been going decently well. I'm just checking to make sure no one's near me. But basically, as long as I don't deal with my family, I'm doing pretty well, actually. So what I've been playing a lot of video games, and I have to try and tone that down as well. But I've been playing a lot of Smash. I've been playing a lot of Overwatch competitively, and I've been trying to play Minecraft a lot as well. So all this video gaming, especially at a competitive level and sense, has got me into a lot of stress. And I gotta try and understand that, you know what, these are games and I shouldn't take it so seriously. But you know, like, competitive nature is just really hard, and I'm the type of person that sets a goal and will not rest until I get there. So you know what, I have a bit of wrist problems, so maybe that's a sign for me to tone it down. But it's just some stuff that feels like it should be easy but is hard, and I'm hitting myself for not achieving stuff like that. So like, I just want to get 2000 SR in Overwatch, and I feel like I can do it, but at the same time, like, my aim and stuff is good, but my game sense isn't so, and the only way to do it is to play more, and that means I have to spend more time. And same with Smash, where my tech skill is alright, but I need to play more people, but there's no people in Hong Kong that play Smash, so I basically grind tech skill, and yeah, so basically a lot of activity with my hands and wrists, and that's not good. Maybe I'll just try and focus more on building the Minecraft server more. We are open, so I'm really happy about that. I'm hoping I can finish building Spawn maybe sometime soon, just so that it looks more fleshed out. It looks more like a proper server instead of like just an open world. But then again, that's sort of the approach that I wanted to go. We were trying to go for a Minecraft sort of feel, but at the same time, we need moderation because we don't know some of the people that are on the server. Anyways, moving on, because this is Road to Max Damage. Right, and also with weeklies, I'm doing weeklies as I'm doing Hard Magnus and CRA, but not so much to the point where I'm grinding out the reset ticket for Hard Magnus to get double runs, and CRA I'm not really trying to do it to maximize drops or whatever. I'm doing it just for the sake of completing it, just because, you know, hard mag is a great source of income for me, and CRA is also a good side sort of income for me. So if it's at a weekly basis, I can handle it, just because it's like an extra half an hour or so, which isn't too bad because I am doing one run of each and no resets. So that's basically it for what I'm doing while I'm here in Hong Kong. Now let's talk about the future of the series and what I'm going to do to progress with my gear. So, of course, I need to make a lot of money. I project that I want to maybe about like 200 to 300 bill. I'm not entirely sure exactly how much, but my shopping list consists of finding a new ring to replace my Blackgate ring, which could mean either Hilla's Rage. I think Hilla's Rage, yeah. I was considering Forest Guardian, but Hilla's Rage, yeah. Breath of Divinity, too expensive, can't afford it. So, yeah, I'm gonna try and get another best in slot, just because, well, that's just the way things go, I suppose. When you want to improve your gear, but that's really later on, just because the potential is more important than the raw stats of a new equip right now. So I'm not going to worry about that too much, but I will be stocking up on Meso to try and get around for when Marvel comes, because I'm not trying to make money right now, but I am gonna try and make a shopping list. So when Marvel comes around, I can guesstimate how much money I have to spend. So on top of the new ring, I'm going to be trying to find a new generation of equips. Some people seem to have been very confused about what this means by new generation of equips. It's nothing within the game. It just means I'm just going to be swapping out my old gear with new gear that's better. So all the accessories I have, I believe, with the exception of the Sweetwater tattoo and my current Sweetwater glasses, are 3-line strength. So there are 27% or higher, and if you count the heart as an accessory, I suppose, well, the heart, it's 24. And with the heart, I think I'm gonna do a little mini project with myself later on after I get this new generation of equips done, is that I'm just gonna do like a little project reboot sort of thing where I try and roll for 27% or higher later on, and if I roll anything else, like if I roll 30% of another stat, then I just say screw it, unless I roll Dex, because then that would be a 6-line Dex Outlaw Heart that I would gladly trade for strength. But finding someone with a strength Outlaw Heart that's 6-line is also going to be very difficult, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. And also, unless I get 33% of a stat. But then again, like I said, I hate the idea of trading really expensive stuff that I worked hard for, because I run the risk of, oh, is the guy that's trading me, is that a hacked item? Is that a duped one? Is that used with NX accounts? And then if I do the trade, and then I run the risk of having it getting deleted, or even worse, getting banned. But that's just a worst case scenario. I'm not entirely sure how that is, but that's just a little thought I have for my heart. Anyways, so what's left is my top, my pants, my cape, and my boots that aren't 3-line strength. And notice how I didn't mention the hat and the weapon as well. Oh yeah, speaking of weapons, I will be trying to re-cube the B-pot on my shield, just because it's only 1 line right now. When it comes to B-pots, I want 2 lines for it, just because of my price range and the fact that I can do it now. Yeah, I didn't mention the hat because I'm going to not replace it with a new generation of CRA. And then as for the weapon, I know that I could get much more out of it, but at the same time, by cubing over it, I also lose a lot out of it. So I'm not really willing to do that just yet, or just at all, until I start getting the arcane weapon. When I get back, I'm going to try and start finding a lucid party, just because I think I have the damage to participate in a lucid party now. So that's that. So I'm going to be looking for 3-line tops, 3-line bottoms, 3-line capes, or 3-line boots, and then once I have those out, and once I scroll them and get them up better than my old equips, then I'll sell my old equips and then equip the new one. I understand that it's really difficult to find 3-line armor that is available for sale for Meso. So alternatively, either I find the equip and I can buy it with straight pure Meso, because free to play, no money spent, or alternatively, what I have to do, what I'm expecting, is that I have to buy a new clean equip, hopefully already legendary, and just cube the crap out of it until I get my 3-line strength, or I just have to start from scratch again, which is going to be quite a while, so it's going to be a long journey, but I hope you guys will be enjoying that ride. Okay, what else is there to talk about? I think that's pretty much it, though. So I'm going to continue finding 3-line equips. The next one's going to be the Sweetwater tattoo, which I already have a legendary Sweetwater tattoo, so I have to get around to cubing that, but not until I go back home, just because, like I said, I'm not gonna try and play too much MapleStory. And then as well, I'm going to be looking for a new generation of Tyrant Cape, Tyrant Boots, and all that stuff. Preferably, if I can find it, 3-line strength. That would save me so much trouble, and then all I have to worry about is the scrolling afterwards. Or if I can just find a new piece of equipment for just Meso in general. But it's gonna take a very, very long time, so I'm gonna work at it one equip at a time. So since I have that new Sweetwater glasses, that means I'm gonna go spend money on the accessory primes, which is why I have to prepare for Marvel, and then as well I have to find accessory primes for my tattoo, my future tattoo, and then my pants as well, and possibly my top. I really wanted a really good iCogged equip somewhere. So on top of the badge, I wanted one of the pieces of armor to be like that. And my current top is actually pretty good. 25 attack is actually pretty good, but it's not godly. So it's around like the mid-high tier of equips, and I don't know if I want to just restart the entire thing, because it's just like, you know how much time I spent making those things, right? So I'm in quite a weird position in this series. It's just like I've well established, but in order to improve, I have to spend so much time and effort, I guess, except for the exception of the Sweetwaters. I think those are going to be the easiest ones. All right, well, I think that's basically it. Just to wrap it up, like I said, I'm just going to be playing MapleStory really, really casually while I'm here in Hong Kong. I'm just going to be doing arcade symbol dailies to prepare for the very, very far upcoming level cap raise. I'm also passively just leveling Legion Mules through Horntail and Monster Park, and then I'm also redeeming Monster Collection and MVP rewards, just because it's a nice little bonus there. Then if I'm feeling like it, I'm not gonna try and do the weeklies, but if ever I'm gonna do weeklies if I feel like it. So I'm gonna do hard mag and CRA just to get some liquid assets, I guess. And then I'm gonna continue hunting down either legendary equips or 3-line equips, or just basically new equips for my character, whether if it's having to start at it from scratch again, or just being able to find them pre-made in some way, whether if it's potential or if it's just completed in general. So yeah, thank you so much for listening to this ramble. I guess more or less like this is a filler episode, which it is. While I'm here, I'm gonna try and work on a project here. I'm gonna publicly announce it. I'm working on a project for a YouTube channel called Maple University, which is a series of professional guides for MapleStory. And in no way do I want it associated with Nexon, so it's just more or less going to be a fan-created, subset of guides. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I just feel that people are so uneducated and misinformed about so many things in MapleStory that I would at least like to pat down the basics of the game, or just have an introductory bank of information for people to access. And it's going to be really professional looking, so none of the really cheap stuff that you see on YouTube where it's just maybe like someone talking in chat, like the old school MapleStory videos, or just I want it to be nice and constructed and professional looking and clean, so that way people have, you know, something strong, I'm not sure what the word is, to look forward to, or to look at if they ever need help for MapleStory information. So if that project goes well, I will continue with making more MapleStory University stuff. It's just going to be a lot of editing and a lot of research and a lot of writing and a lot of collaboration with other MapleStory players. So it's going to take a lot of time to make, but I hope the end product will be very satisfying for you guys. But in addition to those guides, like in the general guides, like what is scrolling, what is star forcing, reward points, how do I level, what's the best way to level, what are the XP buffs, how do the mechanics of honor XP work, or so on and so forth. I'm also going to be doing more like in-depth lectures of, maybe just specific character guides. So like I play hero. My friend Tom plays Shadower. I can maybe get Matt misusing to talk about Wild Hunter. Like just full-fledged out advanced knowledge and techniques of certain classes to help people play classes better, or just, I mean, not that a lot of MapleStory classes require this sort of intricacy or whatever, but it's nice to have a professional or someone that plays the class really, really well to talk about the class. And I know this does parallel with what MapleStory is trying to do right now on their streams, but I'm going to try and make it more concise and structured. And as well as, it's not just characters, it's also, the introspective, philosophical, economic things as well, such as when should you merge this, or is doing this merge effective or efficient, cost efficiency, law of acceleration, law in progressing gear and all that, and so on and so forth. But anyways, that's going to be it for me. I am going a little bit over time from what I wanted. This is almost the exact length of a Road to Max Damage. Filler episodes aren't supposed to be this long. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Road to Max Damage, and I hope to see you guys next time when I am back from Hong Kong. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye! Oh, and as a bonus, and thank you for watching all of this, here is my attempt for this month to ICOG my Sengoku badge again. Alright, here we go. Hopefully this goes well. I only have one chance for this. God damn it, why am I in Hong Kong? Yeah, here we go. Okay. Return. Please, I just want one pass. 1+4.